In the opening scene, we meet Fang Yu, the top female MMA fighter in her state. Though she only recently began competing in official matches, her flawless record has turned heads. Her latest victory has caused a stir in the media, skyrocketing her popularity. Through a flashback, we see Fang Yu confiding in her wealthy grandfather, who runs a family business, that her dream is to become a fighter. Since she was raised to inherit the business, her decision leaves him deeply disappointed. Next, we're introduced to Ming Tian, a young man living in Macau. He's the sole guardian of his two younger siblings, both still in middle school. After the death of their father and their mother's abandonment, Ming Tian took on the responsibility. His younger brother, a fan of MMA, idolizes Fang Yu and reverently calls her the Queen. To provide for his family, Ming Tian dropped out of college and now works as a food delivery guy at a local restaurant. Still, he's determined to pursue higher education and is currently striving to earn a college scholarship. One day, while on duty, he's assigned to deliver food to a local martial arts instructor. The task is tough, the place is a 20-minute ride away, and the customer wants the food delivered in under 15. Under pressure, we witness Ming Tian's exceptional sense of direction. He's memorized every shortcut and alley in the city, allowing him to navigate with precision. Near his destination, he spots a street vendor struggling to gather fallen fruit. He helps her, but the cart slips and rolls down the road. Right then, Fang Yu appears and stops the runaway cart with a powerful kick. However, the impact does more harm than good. The cart shatters, and the fruit is ruined. When asked to apologize, Fang Yu instead hands the vendor a wad of cash and walks off. Ming Tian scoffs at the rude girl and proceeds to make his delivery. Meanwhile, Fang Yu visits her former martial arts teacher, seeking guidance. Her family is pressuring her to abandon MMA and join the family business. Torn, she pleads with her teacher to decide for her, but he refuses, telling her that only she can make that choice. Just then, Ming Tian arrives with the food, revealing that the martial arts teacher is the one who ordered it. He and Fang Yu lock eyes, but exchange no words before heading their separate ways. On his way back, Ming Tian receives an email from a college offering him a 70% scholarship. But there's a catch. The college is in another state. Now he's torn between chasing his dreams and staying for his siblings, who are settled in Macau. Seeking clarity, he visits a wisdom fountain and asks the universe for guidance. Unbeknownst to him, Fang Yu is on the opposite side of the same fountain, doing the exact same thing. Both think deeply and reach a decision. Fang Yu resolves to follow her passion for fighting, while Ming Tian decides to move for his education. His kind-hearted boss helps him with the transition, arranging a delivery job at his new location. He even offers financial help if needed. We then see Ming Tian and his siblings settling into their new home. Though the neighborhood isn't ideal, the inside of the house feels warm and comforting. The kids seem thrilled, which brings a smile to Ming Tian's face. As the first piece of decor, he places a framed photo of himself and his late master, revealing that he once trained in boxing. Afterward, he enrolls the kids in school, starts his new delivery job at KFC, and finally heads to college for his first day. He's enrolled at Jiangxi, the top sports college in the state. Until this year, the college admitted only girls. Ming Tian is one of the first male students. But as he walks through the campus, it becomes evident he might be the only guy. Confused, he wonders if he misread the offer letter since not a single man is in sight. The girls are fascinated by him, not just because he's the lone male, but also due to his good looks. Suddenly, he bumps into Xiaomi, a tomboyish student passionate about boxing and skating. Mistaking her for a fellow guy, he quickly starts chatting, relieved to find male company. Instead of correcting him, Xiaomi clips a small pink barrette into her hair and introduces herself. Embarrassed, Ming Tian apologizes as she glares and skates away. Meanwhile, the school president and a teacher named Mr. Wang are in a dilemma. Initially, 10 men applied, but after campus visits revealed the student body was entirely female, all but Ming Tian requested transfers. Determined to keep him, the president orders Mr. Wang to do whatever it takes to make him stay. The presence of male students is crucial to the school's evolution. Outside, a crowd of excited girls surrounds Ming Tian, offering unnecessary help. Tensions rise when one of the girls gets into a spat with Xiaomi over who gets the honor of escorting Ming Tian to the principal's office. The chaos only settles when Ming Tian cleverly distracts the crowd and slips away unnoticed. During his escape, he unexpectedly runs into Fang Yu and immediately identifies her as the impolite girl he had encountered in Macau. In the brief scuffle, she accidentally cuts his hand with her bag and, true to form, casually hands him money for a band-aid. Infuriated by her cold, materialistic attitude, Ming Tian demands an apology, but to Fang Yu, cash speaks louder than remorse. Before she walks away, Ming Tian calls her a mannerless freak, a comment that hits a nerve and stirs a painful memory from her childhood. A flashback reveals the truth behind the cart incident. Fang Yu had actually kicked it to protect a little girl crossing the road, though the result inadvertently harmed the street vendor. Her intentions were good, even if the consequences weren't. Back in class, Ming Tian sits uncomfortably surrounded by curious girls who can't take their eyes off him. He's clearly not enjoying the attention. Meanwhile, in the boxing club, Fang Yu trains alongside her best friend, Xiaomi. They share a passion for boxing and a strong bond. Xiaomi notices that something is bothering Fang Yu. When asked, Fang Yu admits that the new guy's harsh words have made her reconsider her own actions. Later that evening, Fang Yu finds herself still thinking about Ming Tian. A deeper flashback reveals a traumatic part of her upbringing. Her parents, desperate for a son, refused to recognize her as a girl. Growing up, she wasn't allowed to grow her hair or wear dresses. It wasn't until her younger brother was born that she was finally allowed to express her femininity. Overjoyed, she once gifted her crush something sweet, but was met with ridicule from friends who had always assumed she was a boy. They called her a freak, and the label has haunted her ever since. Elsewhere, Ming Tian tucks his little brother in at home. The boy stirs in his sleep, throwing playful punches in the air, making Ming Tian laugh at his cuteness. But then it hits him. His brother's idol, Fang Yu, is the same girl he argued with. To his surprise, he realizes her eyes resemble their late mother's, which likely fueled his anger earlier that day. Back at college, Ming Tian finds it nearly impossible to focus as he continues to be overwhelmed by the swarm of girls. Meanwhile, the college president and Mr. Wang are thrilled he hasn't left, but unbeknownst to them, Ming Tian is seriously considering a transfer, even if it means accepting a lower scholarship offer. Despite the lower financial aid, the new college appeals to him for its diverse and skill-focused student clubs. These clubs, unique to this college, serve as a platform where students dedicate more time honing their talents than studying, with the top performers showcasing their skills at international competitions. Some students choose boxing, others pick taekwondo or gymnastics. Naturally, Fang Yu and Xiaomi are part of the boxing club. Freshmen are encouraged to explore all clubs before making a choice. During his tour, Ming Tian visits the boxing club and sees Xiaomi and Fang Yu sparring. He's instantly mesmerized. Fang Yu's style is strikingly similar to his late master's. He briefly wonders if she might have trained under the same teacher, but quickly dismisses the thought. Meanwhile, the girls from different clubs start fighting over who gets to recruit him. Wanting no part in their tug of war, Ming Tian chooses the least popular club, the swimming club, just to be left alone. With full confidence, he heads to the pool and dives in, expecting the instructors to show up. But strangely, he finds fish swimming around him. A woman explains that the club has been shut down due to low participation, and the pool has since been transformed into an ecological tank. This becomes the final straw for Ming Tian. He makes up his mind to transfer colleges, even if the tuition will cost more. He brings up his plan to Mr. Wang, who panics and pleads with him to stay. Mr. Wang even snaps a photo of Ming Tian to use as a silhouette outside the newly constructed men's restroom, hoping the honor might change his mind. But Ming Tian remains unconvinced. Eventually, after much insistence, Mr. Wang admits that the transfer process is simple. Just fill out a form and drop it in the college's filing box. Ming Tian does exactly that, but when he reaches the filing box, a group of women intercepts him. They claim to be the first graduates of the college and have been unofficially tasked by the president to block his way. Highly trained, the women overpower him with ease and send him straight back to Mr. Wang. Though initially firm, Mr. Wang softens and offers a much more tempting deal. If Ming Tian stays, his student loan repayment period will be extended to 30 years with zero interest. That means Ming Tian could study completely free. With his current financial situation, it's not an opportunity he can easily turn down. But even with the offer on the table, the overwhelming pressure of being the only guy among hundreds of girls continues to weigh heavily on him. He chooses to think about the offer later. Shortly after, Ming Tian heads to a bathroom to change, only to realize too late that he's entered the women's restroom. There, he unexpectedly bumps into a naked Fang Yu, who reacts instantly by kicking him to the floor. As the two begin to argue, Xiaomi bursts in, misinterpreting the situation and assuming they were up to something indecent. The pair quickly explain, brushing off her suspicions, and an embarrassed Ming Tian walks away. Next, we see Xiaomi, Fang Yu, and their rival from the taekwondo club at an ice cream shop, engaged in a petty but hilarious argument over who gets the last scoop of strawberry. Meanwhile, on a delivery run, Ming Tian spots a bully dragging a younger kid across the street. Without hesitation, he intervenes, helping the child escape, but his heroism backfires when the bullies turn on him, drag him to a field and begin threatening him. Just then, the girls arrive at the scene. At first, they attempt to de-escalate things verbally, but when the bullies begin crossing the line, the girls jump into action. What follows is an intense and entertaining scuffle. Eventually, thanks to teamwork, the girls and Ming Tian successfully fend off the bullies and send them packing. Their presence starts to shift his perspective. He decides not to proceed with the transfer and instead chooses to stay. The very next day, he accepts Mr. Wang's generous offer, bringing a wide grin to the teacher's face. With new allies by his side and a promising setup, Ming Tian now looks forward to navigating college life at Jiangxi for the next 4 years. Subscribe for more videos like this, hit the notification bell, and drop a like to support the channel. Thanks for watching.